Ah, good. We're on Candid Camera. Excellent. This is Karen Whitnish, otherwise known as BATB Passion.
I am Janeen Hayes, Janeen on Twitter, and J. Cole on Facebook. I forget who I am.
And we're YouTube channel Forever Beasties. And we are wrapping up or recapping Beauty and the Beast Season 2 episodes every week. We are up to episode 3, Liar Liar, which we've just watched a couple of times, and some interesting reactions to this episode. I like the way they immediately got almost into the domestic violence thing.
Yes.
Like, she addressed it with Gabe that it wasn't domestic violence.
Yes.
Vincent is more of a victim than any of them are.
Yes.
And he reacted to his programming, became a beast, shoved her. But, having said that, do we have a problem with her injury, or do we have a problem with her injury?
Well, I said to Karen actually earlier before, because I had seen the episode before
Yes,
she had, and I
yes.
said, please do me a favour and tell me what you think of this. And she said, what do you mean? What do you mean? I went, you watch it?
Yep,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
So, our problem is, when did he push her on the neck?
Yes, exactly. And the continuity people should be shot for this one, because we've now rewatched or rewound that scene 3 or 4 times to have a look at when he shoved her.
Yeah.
It was nothing to do with his neck. So,
I mean,
or
you
her neck.
can't actually see where his hand goes, but it's definitely not at her neck.
Yeah, exactly. If you can't see where
So
her
the way
hand
that
goes,
she falls.
yeah. So
It's like he's got her from here and
yeah,
pushed her.
exactly. So to come in at the beginning of the
Under
episode
here.
with her, doing this to her neck, I'm sitting there going,
Where'd that come
was
from?
it a particularly frisky
That was a good,
make-out session?
That was a good hickey, I thought.
Yeah, it
That's
was a
good
really
hickey,
good
but then
hickey.
they allude to it
Maybe-
being...
Maybe it wasn't during the shove session. Maybe it was, when they were making out. But if
We
it
don't
was,
talk about asphyxiation and sex on the show, okay?
Okay. Well, oh, shucks.
No, this is recapping
Yes.
the
yeah, all right.
episode,
Okay.
not...
All right. We don't need more ideas,
No.
do we? No. All right.
Have
okay.
enough of those.
Anyway, I just
Just
thought
a
from a
hand again.
continuity point of view.
I'm coming, sir.
Thank you. I just thought
But I'm
from a
not.
continuity point of view, her neck, that didn't make sense.
I
But
agree.
Other than that, there was another problem I had with Catherine, but we'll go into that one later
Yes.
on. What did you think of the episode?
Look, I had a few problems with it. On an intellectual level, I totally understand a lot of it, but from an emotional point of view, it was stupid.
Stupid. Really?
It was stupid. I mean,
Don't
seriously,
sit on the fence.
If you've got Vincent at your window, are you really going to say, "See you later"? And
Yeah, well,
open
see,
the window?
you've skipped. See, this is a Vincent thing. You've
Oh, sorry.
skipped straight to the end.
All right, go back. Rewind.
We're going to rewind this now.
Okay, what did I think of the episode? I thought it was good.
Yep.
I thought it was okay. I actually thought the pace of it was a little slower than the previous two, which I don't necessarily mind. But
I'm with you. We cannot have a roller coaster heart in your mouth episode every week,
Yeah.
because we'd have no hearts or bodies
I'm sorry,
left.
you're over there, aren't you? You're too busy looking over there.
Yeah, beasties are in that
Sorry,
direction.
hello, back again.
I know.
Sorry. Yeah, I just... Look, it's Beauty and the Beast, so I loved it.
Of course.
But there's a big but for me this week.
Yes, there was a but for me this week as well. Look, there's a lot I loved. I love JT skipping. As usual, I love JT's lines.
Maybe she just wants to see you in a bikini.
Bathing suit.
Bathing suit, sorry.
We don't say bikinis.
I
in
didn't get that
America.
right, did I?
Yeah, no.
Sorry
you
about
didn't. That's all right.
Sorry, JT.
Austin.
Austin.
Again.
I can't quote unquote you at least.
Yeah. You've got a little bit too little screen time for our liking, because whenever you're on, you're almost the highlight of the episode.
Yeah.
I love the skipping. I love the comedic lines. I love the cliff notes to Catherine and Vincent's relationship, although that's going to come back to bite him.
Yeah.
Loved JT. Loved Tess this episode.
Yeah.
She had some great lines.
She was so hip, so cool, so with it this time, wasn't she?
Yes,
You know,
she was right there.
good lines and...
Teasing all the time and right in their faces, and I'm really enjoying Tess. Gabe's, I hate to tell you this, but Gabe's growing on me. Look at the camera.
Well, Gabe, yes, okay. I
you
can
can
see
put your
it.
hand on my shoulder
I
if you
can
like.
see, I can see a
Your
point.
hand,
Oh,
not your
sorry.
head.
I can see a point.
All right.
I can see a point to Gabe at this time, because I can see him becoming more and more integral in the covering up of everything that's going on. That with Vincent in time to come, hopefully regaining his memory and tracking down some of these people. I can see his job's important, and Elodie, you were right. I have to like him sooner or later, and
You're starting to like him.
I'm starting
aren't you?
to like him now.
He's sort of turning into, or has a bit of comedic flair. And is there a hint of, what did you call it?
Oh, yes. JTT&G.
Yes.
Yes. Remember how we were talking a couple of weeks ago about we didn't want the love triangle to be between Catherine and Vincent, third party, blah, 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 blah. Maybe I got a little bit excited and a little bit ahead of myself.
Yes, I'm inclined to agree.
And maybe the love triangle is actually between JTT&G.
Yes. I actually like that idea, seeing Gabe and Tess vie. Gabe and Tess, that was really good. Vying for JT. Or maybe JT and Gabe vying for Tess. Actually, that's a triangle I would enjoy because there'd be a lot of comedy, there'd be a lot of snarking, there'd be a lot of humour in it. I would like that.
Yes.
And I just think that JT's smirk when he walked away from Tess was almost like, I'm sorry, I'm doing it again. See, I have JT on my brain because I like him so much.
I love you,
so
Boston.
when Gabe was walking away from Tess with that smirk on his face after she wanted to put the lie detector test onto him, I think his smirk was because he knew, hey, listen, you think it's Cat. It's got nothing to do with Cat.
Yeah.
I'm sort of thinking you're pretty cool these days, Detective Vargas.
Yes.
So I'm sort of a little bit interested in you.
And I have to say, I did actually tweet that to Sendall today in the trending thing.
Oh, okay.
And I said, I think that there could be a love triangle between JTT and G. What do you got to say about that? And his reply to me was, it could be interesting, or words to that effect. I'm not quoting, but...
So, yeah, exactly.
He
have to be a bit careful here. We don't want Sendall getting into any trouble.
He didn't say no, he didn't say yes. But, I think the smirk from today's episode and the non-denial or the existence of no denial.
Yes.
I'm going to read into that.
I would love it. I'd really enjoy that
JT?
one with no problems.
JTT&G.
Yes.
The triangle.
Oh, yeah. All right, so watch this space.
Okay, yes.
It'll be interesting.
Yes.
Okay, now, we got past the elephant in the room last week. There was a little bit of an elephant in the room for me this week, and you do agree, just perhaps in a slightly different way. At the end of episode 1, which was Who Am I?
Yes.
Catherine broke down in Vincent's arms.
Yes.
Crying that she couldn't lose him again.
Yes.
Too. Okay?
Yes.
Fast forward.
And I don't think we're talking a long time here. I don't think we're talking months. I think we're talking days.
No, this is like days, because she's still referring with Heather to the fact that it's been 3 months.
Yes.
So this is perhaps days later. So she's broken down in Vincent's arms. She can't lose him again.
They did naughty things together.
And they did naughty things together, yes, which we would have loved to have seen. And now all of a sudden, 2 episodes later, at the end, she closes the window on him.
Stupid girl.
Well, besides for the obvious, that we wouldn't have closed the window on Vincent.
No,
I just thought that turnaround in her personality and character, when he just said, look, all right, he had lied previously, but the biggest problem I had with this is that it was all prefaced on her lie. So she was the one that took the lie detector tests or learned how to evade them. She was the one that was on his boat. She was the one that started the lie. She was the one that wanted to find out what he was on and lied to him. He discovered that, and that obviously hurt him. You could see that. And then he's had a little bit of time to, I guess, ponder on that. And he's turned around and he's used the information because now he doesn't trust her.
Yes.
Because she has said, you can trust me.
And she's just lied to him.
And she's just lied to him.
Girl.
He can't trust her at the moment because he's not the old Vincent that remembers who she is or what she was like. So all he can base his reactions on is what she's doing right now. She's just out and out lied to him. And he's gone away, and now he wants to know why, and now he needs to investigate her. So he uses a bit of emotional blackmail. He lies, but she finds out straight away, or realises straight away, rings JT, finds out. Everything he's done was a reaction to her lie in the first place. That's why I have a problem with her turning it around and almost blaming him. I can't help it. I know I'm ranting.
I have, the first time I saw the show, I did go, oh, you bastard, when he used the remembering of the thing against her.
Yes.
I went, oh, you coward, how would you do that? But then after the 10th time of watching it, and I've now, probably 11, 12, who knows, I now intellectually understand that what happened. I get it.
Oh, yeah.
But I love Vincent.
I really has ever said that.
I've got to ask a question. I really have to ask the question. What's with the shoes in the elevator? Really? I understand when he pulls her up, when Sebastian pulls her up, that, her shoes would go flying. But they're not going to land perfectly at Daddy's head.
Yeah, okay.
Well, at Daddy Paint Man's head.
Paint Man's
I don't know what his name. So I'm not going to pretend to know his name.
Thorncliffe? Was it Thorncliffe?
I'm not going to pretend to know his name because, you know, he was insignificant to me. But really, what's with the shoes? Perfectly pasted Paint Man's head.
Yeah, all right.
I have an issue with that. I'm moving on now.
Okay. Possibly another little continuity thing. But look, the scene where Vincent's memories flashback of her, that was fantastic because I loved how he responded.
Did your heart stop?
Yeah, like all of us, I'm sure it did. I loved how he responded as the Beast. He was really taken aback. He staggered.
Yeah.
He looked at her and he actually realised, oh my God, I do know this woman.
But
I remember something. She was there. She's telling the truth. So then he seeks to make amends, and I thought he atoned himself really well.
It's Vincent.
Yeah, I don't think he could never not atone himself.
All he had to do was show up on the fire escape, and he was mine.
Yeah.
I was
no.
No.
Sorry, I think he belongs to Catherine.
No.
Yeah, he does.
Catherine's my middle name. Not really, but I'm going to choose to own it now.
Okay. So I guess based on all of that, the memories coming back, he atoned so beautifully outside her window. And that's what she wanted. She wanted his memories to come back. Now all of a sudden he's saying, hey, give me another shot. I remember you now. It's going to be different now because you're not a stranger to me anymore. And she still spurns him.
I was so
anti-cat.
So anti-cat this episode. Yeah. I'm sorry, but they're like you said from the beginning where she set herself up from episode 1 of being so desperate to find him and so happy that she found him out and you lose him to a few days later be cold turkey. Good name for an episode, that. But look, I do understand intellectually that she's just been hit with the fact that her father is not her father and that, you know, he's lied to her, she's lied to him, and did you like the Mr. and Mrs. Smith dance?
Yes, I did like the
I did like the homage to that. I thought that was cute. And he can hold me that close.
Yeah, look, I generally liked the whole episode. I thought most of it was really well written. Writers, look, I can understand where you're going. I can see what you're trying to do.
You know, my issue with it is that sometimes I think they're trying to do it a little too quickly. They just need to take maybe half a beat back and explain a little bit more into, like when Kat's dancing with Vincent, it's like she's got 10 seconds to get out of her. I know why you're here, and I think it's because of Sebastian. What do you think I'm cheating on you? And it was all so quick. Now, I know you've only got a certain amount of time. But I still think, was on your hair, sorry, honey. I still think that there's, I still think they could have pegged it back a little bit. You know, I think there's trying to get out too much too quickly.
Yes, I agree.
But they do have so much going on all the time, so I'm torn.
Look, again, chemistry between all of them.
Brilliant.
No matter what. And you're never going to get an episode absolutely perfect. But for the first 3 episodes of a new season, it's got me on the edge of my seat. I cannot wait for next week's episode. We see Vincent hurt, Catherine there, Gabe offering to help him to not be a beast. So maybe this shooting thing that we've heard about, Catherine shooting Vincent, could even be Gabe's idea, hey, it brought me back from being a beast to human. Who the hell knows?
Yeah,
we don't know.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a dart, and I think it's going to be an accidental. Because
Catherine would never deliberately shoot.
I've heard about that. Yeah.
I know, it was very fleeting. And the other thing, Angela Redding.
Yes.
Did you see the tweet response from Ted Whittle, who plays Agent Reynolds, to Ange? Angie asked him, when are we going to find out when Agent Reynolds and Vanessa Chandler did the dirty deed? And his response to Angie was, now. Be nice, or words to that effect. But we'll find out in episode 6.
Yeah, but what I did like, because I actually sent the same tweet to Ted Whittle saying, I'm really loving hating you or not liking you. I'm really loving that about you.
I do too.
Because I think he's doing a brilliant job. And when do we get to find out about, I can't remember what to say.
About, I suppose, him and Vanessa Chandler getting together?
No, about me liking him. Are we going to always like him?
Okay.
And he came back with if I've done my job right, it'll be both. Are we going to love or are we going to hate you? And if I've done my job right, it'll be both.
I actually picked that up in this episode when, I don't know how legitimate he's being, but when he was talking to Vincent on the phone, and it was a case of, look, if you betrayed me, I know you could kill me in seconds.
Yeah, but if there's a list out there, Vincent's name's got to be on it.
Oh, look, he'd have to be the last guy on the list. Let's be honest.
Well, he's going to kill Vincent.
Well, no, we know they can't kill Vincent, but in a real FBI world, if this were to actually happen...
Because, it's so possible. Well, actually it is.
It is. I mean, Vincent would be last on that list. Knock off all the bad beasts first, then knock off the good ones because you can't take the risk that they're going to turn into bad ones. And then, unfortunately, Vincent, logically, you would think Vincent would be on the bottom of that list.
Okay. Most romantic, beautiful part of the show is his heart, when he hears her heartbeat.
Oh, yes. How did we... All right. That was the most unusual segue I've ever seen.
There was no segue. I just changed the subject.
Because Janeen never does that. Camera, darling.
Sorry. It's over there. I'm not having it.
No, this way.
Okay, hello. I really love the way that the writers have depicted the love or the pull to him. Pull for him is her heartbeat, and how when she was in danger, it woke him up out of being knocked out cold by this great big massive, something massively heavy that just whacked her across the face. And he hears her heartbeat because she's in danger, and he comes to the rescue.
Yeah, look, and
I love Vincent.
Yes. Vincent 2.0. Yes, we definitely
love Vincent 2.0. Well done, J-Ro.
Okay, out of 10. I think we've gone from place to place.
I'm going to have to give it a 7, I'm sorry. Because, I just don't believe that she would be that... Well, actually, I do believe it. But no, I didn't like it, 7.
Yeah,
Did you get that? I got no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, look, I'll go slightly higher. I'll give it an 8. Like I said, intellectually we get it. And they're probably going to extend from that in future episodes. I did like, as I said, I like the way they addressed the domestic violence from the previous episode by not calling it domestic violence. So they do seem to be clearing up threads as they're going. So I like that.
But my biggest problem with today's episode is that it finished.
Yes, as usual.
Didn't like that.
It just goes so fast.
I didn't like that.
I wanted to see more. Like, I wanted to see Catherine go away for an hour,
come
back into her bedroom, see that Vincent was still sitting there, and change her mind and put the window up and go, oh, for God's sake, you better come in. And,
because I personally think that it's okay for Catherine to not trust him, but she can still use him for sex.
Are we allowed to say that in public?
Oh, aren't we? Maybe we should delete that off.
No, we won't delete that. Because every beastie would be thinking it, so...
Well, every beastie wants to do that with Vincent anyway.
Yes,
so.
yes, this is very
But
true.
I love my man. Hi, Stevie.
Yeah. So,
anyway.
8 out of 10 for me.
7 out of 10 for me.
Again, looking forward to next week's episode called Hothead, Something Chronic. And that's just it. The episode is finished, and I already want that next episode straight away. What is it with this show? What is it that just gets so under your skin? Anyway, I think we have taken up enough of your time, Beasties. We've enjoyed presenting to you our roundabout discussion on Liar Liar, and we'll be back next week to talk to you about Hothead.
And I'll try and remember that you're this way.
Yeah, I think that's a real...
I promise.
And that you need to come closer to me.
Yeah, well, I keep trying to fade out.
Okay, so bye-bye, Beasties. See you next week.